You forgot Middle Nova Scotia. Well, we kind of are Middle Nova Scotia. It's just Scotia, also known as Scotland. Global dominance. English Channel is the highest value trade node in the world. We could probably do that. Like, not soon, but at some point. Plus 15% trade efficiency would be rather nice. Claiming the Northern Isles. That's Orkney and Shetland. Then the Cod Waters. Actually, what do we need for that? Oh, we need to take Iceland. Then we get local goods produced in Iceland and the Faroes. Interesting. Again, 20 years. Faith's Bastion. Become Defender of the Faith and have a religious unity of 100. You get more morale of armies and missionary strength versus heretics. North Sea Trade. We just need to have 2 marketplaces and more than 10 light ships, which gave us the trade efficiency. We did that one fairly recently. Nova Scotia. Own at least 5 fully colonized provinces in the colonial Canada colonial region, which will give me 15% more tariffs. And the Darien scheme is own 2 provinces in Panama, which we might well get. You get extra mission to become Britain. Yeah, I think you do, but I have no intention of doing so. I kind of like the idea of just taking over the world as Scotland. Alright, ships are still being built. Am I pushing more money out? Not as much as I would have thought. Yeah, Lubeck has a pretty tight grip on this place. I think I just need to keep throwing ships at them. So we are now over the force limit, so we'll be paying for that too. Not a huge amount though. It's fine. Treason against Scotland. Nobility can lose loyalty, and I'll take the unrest in Wessex. Aha! We've finally reached a level of army professionalism, and we can start firearm regiments. Army drill, gain modifier, maintenance increase. I would like that, but I'm not really drilling. I'm going to leave it up, but I'm not going to select it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Robert IV is an expansionist. Global settler increased. Nice. How many loans do I have? Just, 1 or 2. Nothing really scary. 19. $5,000 in debt. But it's fine, I'm still making money. I'm just losing 14 ducats a month in interest right now. So I really need to start focusing on paying that off. So we own 49% of this. Is it more worthwhile pushing a tiny bit of trade in this direction? Which is what, 5 ducats, or controlling more of this trade? The question is, if I sent another 29 ships here, would they pay off? Yeah, no, it's saying I'd lose money. I'm already doing what's best. 10 ducats a month. No, more than that. 14, wasn't it? Yeah, 14.6 ducats a month. In interest at the moment. But I'm hoping to earn a bit more money once I start conquering the Central America. Freedom of the press. With the spread of popular literacy, a great number of cheap minor publications, pamphlets, chapbooks, and similar have begun to circulate in greater numbers. While many of them are just popular ballads, stories, or gossip, there are thinly veiled attempts at criticizing the pillars of our state and the religious establishment. I'll take the unrest for 10 years. Might regret that. We'll see. We've renewed a loan. Yeah, it's going to be increasing the interest. The more loans I pay off, the better. Thankfully, I'd already paid off most of my corruption, which I'm very happy about. Pushing from the North Sea to the English Channel. North Sea makes almost no money. I mean, the big difference will be if and when I get trade ideas. Lithuania will cede Odysseus to Austria. Lithuania will cede, will pay money. So they won, but only just. There we go, another conversion. The final conversion, then I'll feel happy about making this into a colonial nation as well. Actually, I have a better idea for this. Nova Scotia. Customize. Nova Scotia Isles. And then this is going to be like Central Nova Scotia, etc. Take the Caribbean and Mexico for trade. Why do you think I'm doing this? I'm all too aware of just how valuable that piece of land is. Alright, can I? Yes, I can. Fabricate claim. That's a good question. On what? One of these two. We'll go with Cholula. Fabricate claim, Cholula. Okay, right. I have got too many Diplo points, which means it's time for some development. However, can I beef up the Burghers to make them like me a little bit more? Also, I should get them to pay me money. That's a good point. Monopoly charters will get that up to 30%. New World Charter would be good. That requires 40% influence. I could go for the Minister. Requires 40%. I need to give them another 10% control. Fortunately, those two are already given to them. The other thing I could, of course, do is just build a bunch of marketplaces. Convert England to Scottish. Way too expensive. And not really worth it. It doesn't benefit you much. Yeah, thematically it'd be kind of cool, but it's just too expensive to make even that worthwhile. Unless you really double down on like taking religious ideas to make cultural conversion cheaper. And even then it's still hideous. Now doing it will cost 160 Diplo for one province. Yes, that's London. But even one of the smaller ones like Chester, 37 to change. It's just not worth it. Excess Diplo points are never a problem. They are a huge problem for me. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Yeah. You can always spend them on something. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Burghers. Because I wanted to get the cheaper development. We'll give you to the Burghers. Give Norfolk to the Burghers. Right, is that 30? Oh, 10% even? Yeah, no, 1% more. Grrr. And Lincolnshire. Burghers. There we go. Grant monopoly charters. Development cost. Grant new world charter. 58. Okay, now we can spend that Diplo. Production value. Provinces that are surprisingly cheap. And this is even without the 20% development bonus from having completed economic, which I still haven't done. That will do. Or should I just spend it all? You know, I'm going to spend it all, seeing as we spent so much on beefing up the development cost reduction. Oh, whoops, Ayrshire was a bad choice. Lothain is a better choice, although it's really expensive. Ouch. Alright, let's do this by cost. We're out. I'm going to do it for everything. I really wish it showed here what estate owned this stuff. I may have mentioned that once or twice yesterday. Possibly. I can't believe I'm building up Yorkshire. It feels wrong. Alright, that'll do. What's the situation with institutions? I am completely up to date. Sligo, have you finished? No, you're still converting. One more province. And how are we doing here? Just the one province. Cool. I think we're pretty much ready for this war. No, we're not, because I... Wait, what? I do have a CV. Now I have the CB. I have to wait until the end of the month. Fair enough. I'm not even going to repeat what you said on chat. You're not going to get me saying that on camera. Alright, Conquest. We're going to go for Cholula. We got that. They will bring in Tarascan, which is fine. And Tarascan's going to bring in these chaps. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm just so far ahead of you in terms of military technology. Although, actually, I've still got half my army back here, don't I? No, I do have all. Right, how many troops do I even have out here? I mean, I know it's a decent number. 822. Which is 12,000. I had like 17 previously. Oh, there you are. Right, because you lost your, dude. Your explorer. Now come back down here, I need you in the war. You mean that Lancaster is better than York? Well, obviously. Ottomans accepted peace with Austria. Austria will cede Nish to the Ottomans. Hungary will cede Brandsevo. There's a lot of really big wars going on. They're not taking very much from each other. I have no colonists to send. Yes, I do. Ah, had to wait for that. Okay. And you're building troops. Good. And then once we have a colony here, we can use them to go and pick on the other natives. Oh, good grief. I'm at war with that entire region. Huh. Fascinating. Well, I guess the... Hang on, are they all... Oh, we have a couple who are not separate peaceable. You had a lot more vassals than I realised. Disappointing. Although you must be on really low liberty desire because you're just not helping each other out. The House of Stuart is shaken. It seems that misunderstanding regarding the heritage of the great-grandmother of Robert IV. It seems she was the daughter of some lowly farmer from outside of Edinburgh. I'll take the legitimacy hit. Thanks. Just realised why better Twitch is not working for you. Don't have better Twitch installed. If I had to lose a leg or live in New York, which would you lose? A leg, obviously. What's the name of the colony? It is Nova Scotia Isles. Oh wow, you have to go all the way around? Ah, screw that. We're going to siege down Mexico. Mexico. I can call France into my war over here. Not sure that's really necessary, to be honest. Alright, we can do that. Then we can do that. And then once we've taken this, we'll have a colony over here, which is going to be the central Nova Scotia. And Kildare is about to rise up. Great! Now, I really wish I didn't have to pay for this army otherwise. And just have this one active. And costing me rather a lot. This war is going to take a while because of all the different participants. Russia has announced Scotland as a new rival. Why Russia? Why? Will Canada be North Nova Scotia? Possibly. Patriotic donation. 3 galleons in Sussex. Oh, thank you. That's very good of you. I'm going to mothball you. But they are like brand new, totally up to scratch galleons. That's pretty cool. So the battle fleet. Yay, the Scottish have an actual war fleet again, rather than just billions of light ships. Extend. What is my inflation at? 16. Yeah, that's a problem. Better Twitch TV is back so I can abuse your mod powers in defense of Yorkshire. Why would you want to, though? Canada could be frozen Nova Scotia. Maybe North Nova Scotia. Alright, so that's... Okay, so how do we piece this out? I need to get rid of Tarascan ASAP. And preferably have them break all of their vassals. So let's go and siege down their capital. Need to go and shatter your... Oh, no. Sweden is embracing the printing press. I really don't want to let you guys merge together too much. That's a mountain. No, we're not going there. It's highlands are still not great. Thankfully, we have a massive technological advantage over them. Even then, a little bit hairy. Unfortunately, Tarascan's actually been building defences. Just piece them out one by one. That's the problem. I can't. They're all no separate piece. But they're all part of Tarascan. They're all Tarascan vassals. So if I can get Tarascan out of the war, they'll all go. That's what I didn't realise, is how many vassals Tarascan had. I thought they had 1. They didn't. They had about 5. Kildare's risen up. Unfortunately for them, I was next door. Them natives thinking smart. Yeah, I know. Outrageous. Oh, look at that. I won the Battle of Kildare. Actually, you know what I can do while I'm paying full wages anyway? Get training. I was going to say, let's pay 15% more land maintenance. Actually, low. No, let's not. Thankfully, I have some artillery here, so the sieges are pretty quick. Could do with some more, though. Maybe 2 more artillery. Be taking another loan soon. This whole war has taken 2 loans. Thankfully, Tarascan should have a fair amount of money for me to steal. And if I have to siege this down again, that's fine. As long as they don't take all of my territory, I'm kind of okay with them just sitting over here. Yeah, see, this is a problem. was hoping that would succeed. Ah, you split. That's a mistake. Oh, come on! 49%. This is not the kind of war I want to sit around. Especially now they're going to be taking everything. And merging... Oh, come on! Really? George Bruce of Carnock, the Scottish merchant, engineer and innovator in coal mining techniques. Sir George Bruce introduced undersea mining in Upper Hurst Seam. It used a new drainage technology that attracted a visit from King James VI in 1617. The king accepted Bruce's invitation to visit his mines, which tunnelled beneath the seabed. After venturing into the tunnel, which went far below the Firth of Forth, the king found himself in a shaft point where the coal was loaded onto the ships. Water surrounded the top of the shaft, and King James, alarmed with this, accused Sir George of an assassination attempt and of treason. George Bruce then pointed out the rowing boat and explained that they could either use the boat or return by the tunnel from whence they came. The king relaxed and took the option of the boat journey. He does sound like a bit of a boss. I just can't afford him, though. I mean, there's no reason not to do that. It doesn't actually... He's just available to hire. He's not actually put in charge. Right? Right. Can we please finish this? Thank you. Right, Tarascan. Sue for peace. Actually, you could give me some land. Alright, war can go on for a bit longer. I'll take some land off of you. Russia stole information from Austria about the Caribbean. Yeah, this is part of the problem with having just discovered everything. Is that now the rest of Europe knows everything. Right, that's all being retaken. You require me to take that fort, I guess. Well, seeing as we're winning anyway. Stack wipe. That's what I like to see. 56%. Still have to take that fort, though. Nove Bay, I can't. They're vassals. Oh, you just got here. Fair enough. Several people have asked that already. No. I attacked these guys who are allied with these guys. These guys have everything else as a vassal, which I didn't realise. I thought they only had these guys. So no, I can't separate peace them, unfortunately. Otherwise I would. I wasn't expecting this war to be quite as big as it is. Thankfully, I've just taken these guys out. So I think I can actually just kill everything. Might war with Clanpack as well. Probably. Yep. So far, so good. Thankfully, I've taken their forts already. Am I at war with Colina? I am at war with Colina. Tariffs on cotton. Tax it. 73%. Take another... No, we renewed a loan. We didn't take one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to be taking a bunch of land. That's exactly what my intention here is. It's going to piss the hell out of these guys, but honestly, once I'm this big, who cares? Ooh, I'm behind the times. Only just, though. Fine, I'll lose a little bit of innovativeness. Private contractors. Due to a lack of permanent structures, many armies rely on private contractors to provide everything from equipment to entire regiments. Usually these entrepreneurs receive a sum in advance that they can use to procure what the army needs on short notice. This often works well to meet the swiftly changing needs of our troops during campaigns, but there are those who would take advantage of the system. As our armies in Tlaxcala advance deeper into enemy territory, there are increasing reports of corruption and unwarranted cooperation between our logistical officers and local entrepreneurs. If we are to maintain efficiency, we must root out these practices in the short run. We will risk disrupting the system even more by fighting the corruption. I'll take the tiny bit of corruption, we'll pay it off eventually. Nobody expects the Scottish imperialists. Well, what was it I said yesterday? It was a brilliant quote. I really wish that someone put it in the Mord's musings. Oh, crikey, what was it? It was something about the English being on holiday and how they behave. And it was all about imperialism. It was kind of funny. I really wish... I can't remember what it was. I'm actually surprised that this war has gone this well. As long as you're sieging me down, I'm actually okay with that. I've kind of reversed my thinking on that point, although I'm going to have 8,000 men. Yeah, see, if you're sieging their stuff down, then that makes me less happy. Let's go and kill them. Kill them! You don't wear a kilt. Heresy! Ah, St. Kitts is self-sustaining. Good. Continue to extend and expand and grow. Alright, so you just took the one place. Hopefully we'll finish that soon enough. And there it is. Cool. So, Tarascan. Sue for peace. I'm going to be taking a lot more stuff from you now. And by a lot more, I mean 5 provinces. Because that's apparently all I can take. And then... you need to head back to there. You need to go there. You can go there. Advancement of the clergy. The power of the clergy has never relied on the state itself. Rather, it is in many ways the clergy who, through their ties to the spiritual realm, lend legitimacy to the king. A combination of deft political manoeuvring, perceived bad omens, and generous donations from our subjects have lately cemented the power of the state. Unfortunately, I now need to spend a bunch on coring all of this, because there is no colony down here yet. I'll only need to core one of them. So it may as well be the cheap one. And then the colony can pay for the rest. Only had haggis once. It was pretty amazing with a full breakfast. Haggis is amazing. It is so nice. No diplomats. There soon will be. There it is. Full annexation. All your money. There we go. Alright, good. Victory is ours. Huzzah. Let's turn off all the forts. New technology. Trade efficiency goes up. Money goes up. Let's stop maintaining the army because I really need to pay these loans back. Let's stop you guys drilling. There we go, making money again. Renewing loans. Yeah, that's going to be painful.